Hi, this is John Becker. Welcome to Chapter 18. First thing I'd like to do is congratulate you on getting to this particular point in the course. Throughout the course you were confronted with a whole variety of issues, some very technical, some very practical, some maybe even very personal. So when you think about all of the things that you've been confronted with in this course or been presented with in the course, I congratulate you on getting to this particular point in it. In this introduction to Chapter 18, I'm going to try and focus on two things. First of all, what Chapter 18 is and what we envisioned it to be, and secondly, how Chapter 18 might be a benefit to you as a student or as a member of a family that's engaged in estate and succession planning. First, let's talk about what we wanted this chapter to be. I think in many ways, my goal in Chapter 18 was to use it as a vehicle to give you the first step toward developing an estate and succession plan. Many times I've seen people who've asked the question, how do we get started? Well, this is a way to do that. It helps to gather all of the information about yourself, your business, how that business is owned, the kinds of property you have, the value associated with it, the taxes that could be imposed on it if something happened to the current owner, as well as the issues that need to be addressed in the succession plan. In addition to information about the business, I think it's important to remember some key issues about family communication and decision making. Frequent and open communication between and among family members is a key issue in developing any successful estate and succession plan. Start early in the process. Give everyone an opportunity to be fully informed, fully engaged, and then communicate with those folks, both by listening and speaking clearly in terms of what your objectives are, what their objectives might be, and what their views for the future might be. The more you bring other family members into the process, the greater the buy-in and acceptance of the plan there will be, and the less likelihood that there will be conflict at some time in the future. Use the goals you've established as benchmarks for determining where you are in the estate and succession planning process. Goals are going to be unique to each family. We've not tried to suggest to you some specific goals that every plan should adopt. They should be family specific, and that should be part of the process in terms of developing those. If you need a team of outside advisors, by all means take advantage of the expertise that they offer to help you understand your choices and options and make better decisions in regard to those. The second part of the discussion is how do we envision students are going to use this particular material once it's completed. The forums themselves are designed to gather information about yourself, about property involved in the business, the value of that property, a way to estimate what your taxes are going to be. And essentially this information is crucial to any advisor who might be working with you to get an idea of where your particular property might be, how it's valued, and what the issues and challenges might be in designing an estate and succession plan. So the key value here, I think, of completing Chapter 18 is A, it takes you to the first step, and B, it gives every advisor who's going to use this information an opportunity to have information that they would otherwise need. As a final comment on behalf of myself and all the other people who have been involved in developing this online course, I'd like to thank you for taking the course. We're very much interested in your reaction, your comments and suggestions in terms of what your experience was in regard to the course. So if you want to make that particular comment, feel free to do so. We would be happy to hear from you. Finally, I'd like to say good luck to you and your family in the future.